Lake Wasserman, located on the southwest side of Victoria. There's a nice public launch off of County Road 43. Jeff, how do people primarily take advantage of this lake?
Well, it's kind of a quiet lake. It's a lake that gets forgotten a lot. The DNR call it Wasserman Lake. All the locals around here call it Pluckers Lake. So that's what if people talk about a Pluckers Lake, it's Lake Wasserman. It's got muskies in there. It's got tiger muskies that the DNR stocked in there. The tiger muskies tend to run more in that 38, maybe 40-inch range, so they're just a little bit underneath the slot that what you can keep. It gets a little bit more recreational lake, but when people come out to use the lakes out in this area, that's one of the last lakes to be used. The fishing is good in there. It's got good sized bass. It's got good northerns. At one time the DNR did put walleyes in there, but we haven't seen any walleyes get caught out of it. So it's kind of a quiet lake. If it's a day that it's a beautiful sunny afternoon and you go and the lakes are busy, that's a good lake to go to. That if maybe you want to share just a little bit of fishing with your family and then do some recreation. It's got a good access to it. It's a gravel access, but it is a good access to it, good parking area right there. And again, it's got very unique, good size fish in there, but it's a quiet lake, doesn't get fished much at all. In the wintertime, we've caught some nice crappies out of there. We'll see just a few fish houses out on that lake. Some people spear northerns out there. You have to be careful because there are muskies in there. It's not a designated muskie lake, so you still can spear in that lake. But it's a quiet lake, so it's kind of a nice lake to go to if you don't want to get bothered by a lot of people.
Did they change something with the muskies in there? Because I was out there like 2 weeks ago, and there used to be 2 or 3 signs at the landing saying, you know, careful, there's muskies in these waters, and the signs are gone. Did they just disappear, or did the stocking efforts not take, or have you heard anything about that?
They don't have any plans to do any more stocking of the muskies in that lake. I think that if the signs are gone at this time, it might be something that they're just going to maybe redo those signs, but they're not changing any rules and regulations as far as being able to take a smaller muskie out of that lake. So they're hybrids. It's a cross between a muskie and a northern, so they don't get as big as some of the silvers and some of the other type muskies. So they're not going to do a whole lot more stocking in there that we've seen. But there are good muskies in there still to be caught.
Wonderful. Thanks so much.